Hey guys, it's Alicia Main, the animal healer. So I don't know if you've seen it or not, but there is the viral video of the cougar attack or the cougar stalking going on the internet.
A hiker who survived a terrifying ordeal is speaking out.
So what happens if you get a little too close to a mountain lion? Well, a hiker in Utah is describing a terrifying encounter near his home.
Kyle Burgess bumped into a cougar and her cubs while he was on a run.
This cougar was defending her cubs. That was it. There was a threat to her cubs. She challenged him to back up. If she wanted to eat this guy, if she wanted to attack this guy, she would have.
Yeah, so that just happened. Wow.
Totally real situation, live. It was filmed as it was happening. And originally, I had kind of wanted to come on here and talk about like, oh my God, are you really that out of whack, dude? But we're going to scrap that. We're going to talk about the benefits of really understanding how animals actually communicate. For 25 years, I've been a professional animal communicator. And I work with animals all over the planet, domestic and wild, to help people understand their behaviors, their health issues, to help when they're ready to cross over. So I thought it would be really, really helpful rather than potentially trolling this person, which I'm sure a lot of that is going to go on. I decided to create this in a way that would actually give you guys an education, a much better education beyond what the Forest Service says about what you should do when you see animals, but to really understand the depth of the way that they communicate. So I'm going to keep this super simple and give you guys a couple of really great tips on what you really actually should do or how you want to be thinking if you do run into a wild animal from a professional animal communicator's background. So first and foremost, we do have to understand, and nobody really talks about this, but this is the truth and the science will come out on this. An animal's first form of communication is a picture. So if you land up seeing a picture of or you land up seeing a wild animal in front of you, you better be really, really clear about what you want. Because while Kyle, and we'll look at the video, while Kyle is saying, get away from me, his picture in his vision, he is seeing literally this animal come at him and attack him. Because if you listen to him, as we'll look at in the video, he's saying, don't kill me. That animal had no intention to kill him. But Kyle's actual thoughts and fears of continuously seeing that animal attacking him were what was drawing the animal to him. So let's go to the videotape. And I'm going to switch my view and I'll show you step by step what's happening. Okay, here he's seeing that there's a kitten and he's like, oh shit, there's a kitten.
You.
Right? Now he's screaming for it to get away.
Holy shit.
But he keeps seeing it coming at him, literally. And now Mama's going to come out.
Oh shit.
Right?
Oh shit.
So it's okay to be afraid, but you got to get your breathing. There's Mom, right? And what Kyle keeps saying, literally in his mental pictures, is come to me, come to me. His mouth is saying, get away from me.
Get the away.
Now that from Mama, that was a bluff.
Get the away.
That's a bluff.
Holy shit.
That's a you better get
Holy
away from me, not me get away from you. Okay, so Kyle's looking at her and he's still completely projecting that she's coming at him.
Go away.
He keeps saying, go away, go away. But in his mind, what he keeps projecting is that she's actually going to come towards him and actually harm him. So we really need to understand this, not just for a cougar attack, but we also need to understand this with our dogs and our cats and our horses. Animals are extraordinarily literal. If you want an animal to go away, you have to be seeing them and sending them away. Did you ever play that game when you were a kid? Think of a number from 1 to 10. This is the same thing. What the picture you hold in your mind is going to tell that animal more so than your words what you want from them. All right. So the thing that you want to do, and you want to practice this, practice it with your own animal. So that way, if you're ever in a situation with a wild animal, then you can be calmer and clearer that when you are wanting something, you have to have the exact picture of what you want. Humans usually reverse that. They have the opposite picture. His opposite picture is she's coming towards him, but his mouth is saying, get away, which creates a lot of confusion in him. So she reads that and says, I don't know if you're a threat to my kids or not. So I'm going to keep following you till I know you're not a threat. And we'll see at a certain point in this video when he actually takes kind of like a breath, and all of a sudden he gets a little calmer and his picture sort of switches and she starts to go away. So I'm not making this stuff up. This is not woo. This is literally actually how animals communicate. I've been doing this for 25 years, helping people change their animals' behaviors and, you know, things that nobody else could fix because everybody's pictures were backwards. So we're going to continue here. So he's completely freaking out, which he has absolute right to do.
Go away. I'm big and scary.
Yeah, he's not big and scary to her because in his adrenaline, he's not big and scary. So the best thing you can do is take a deep breath.
Go away.
Okay, keep saying go away, but his mental picture keeps happening that she's going to attack
You're good,
him.
little kitty cat. Oh.
Right? So she doesn't believe him at all.
What's up,
She does
dude?
not believe that he means what he says. She's like, you are a weird creature that's got a lot of stuff going on, and you could harm my kids.
Ah!
Right? Now he's trying to get angry, which is not calming at all. It's just going to aggravate her more.
No. No.
But she has no intention to hurt
I'm big and
him
scary.
whatsoever.
I'm big and
Yeah, he's trying to convince himself that he's big and
Go
scary,
away.
and she's like, bitch, you ain't got nothing
Go
on
away.
me. I'm not afraid of you. I'll make
Go
sure
away.
that you go far away
Go get
from
your
my
babies.
kids.
I'm not coming back down, I promise.
Yeah, he says he's not going to back down, but he's backing up, so he is backing down. Do you see all the contradictions in here and why this animal keeps
Babies.
actually moving towards him
Mom
to
will
protect
right
her
there, don't
kids?
they? Dude, you're scary.
She's really not scary. She's just being herself.
You're
She's just being
scary
a
kitty
protective
cat.
mom. Right? So she doesn't believe anything he
Holy-
says. She thinks he
No,
could
go
be
away.
a threat to her kids.
Go away.
Now here, there's a
No.
that's a bluff. You'll see that happen. She had no desire to attack him,
No.
but she's bluffing him and saying, you better get
You,
out of
dude.
here.
Holy.
But how he takes it is he's freaked out because he knows nothing about animals and he's in their territory.
Gosh, where's my gun?
Right, where's my gun? So she's not going to attack you, but you want to kill her. Like, this is not the way that animals operate.
Okay.
So we have
This is
to
what I-
understand this. She has no intention to hurt him. She just wants him
Nope.
far, far
Get the f-
away,
away.
from her kids.
Stupid kitty cat.
And she's not the stupid kitty cat. She's just protecting her kids. Now watch.
Holy
There's going to
cow,
be a
dude.
shift here soon.
I don't feel like dying today.
Yeah, so now he got real honest. Now he said that, like, I don't want to die. So now at least he's being honest and not trying to bluff
Go eat your babies.
that he's big and strong.
Ah!
So you can see there's really nothing here that she's actually doing wrong. She just wants her kids protected, and his
No.
entire energy system is reading that he could be a
Go
threat
away.
because he's
away.
not calm. He's got lots of adrenaline moving through him, rightly so. Not saying that, but if he would
Go
just
away.
start projecting the picture
No.
of her actually
dude.
going away.
Trying to attack me. Your eyes look away
Sure.
from you.
She's not trying to attack him if she
Dude.
wanted to. Trust me, she's pretty fast
What
and
do you
she
want
could
me to do?
overtake him in seconds.
Come on.
Okay, now he's starting
Come
to
on.
drop his energy. Come on,
Ugh.
come on, just leave me alone. Now he's actually being
stupid.
honest and authentic.
This sucks.
She realizes his
This is
energy
scary.
is dropping. He's
My
not
heart is
going
racing.
to attack her kids.
Dude. Okay.
Okay, you can hear a difference in his
This is not
breathing.
fun. Go get your babies. Go away.
Okay, now he's
Oh.
being honest. He's like, hey, I don't have any intention to hurt you.
I just wanted to go on a run.
Exactly, I just wanted to go on a run. That's all I wanted to do. But you can see she's basically
Come on,
escorting him out of her territory. She has
Come
no
on, dude.
intention to hurt him. But you see how in the state of fear and not knowing how animals actually think or feel, we could immediately go to, they want to attack us and kill us. They don't. I mean, that's more of a human thing. Humans will more likely attack an animal than an animal will attack a human.
Go with your babies.
Okay? Now his energy's softening again.
I'm ready to go down.
Now she's starting to recognize and really feel like this is not a threat, like he's gonna leave.
Yeah, get
now.
the away from me.
Yeah. Now he's all like big and bad. Like, oh, now get the fuck away from me. If we're in their areas, we need to understand how they think to best deal with these conflicts. And as more humans move into more and take over more animal territory, we're going to have more conflicts like this. So it's super important that we understand an animal's first form of communication is a picture. The first thing and the best thing that you can do literally is drop your energy and breathe. Your heart is going to be rushing. You're going to, want to get into that adrenaline. And that's going to create a conflict with an animal because they're going to say, whoa, you got adrenaline going. I got to get my back up because I might have to protect myself or my kids. Like exactly what happened with this cougar mom. Okay. Second thing is, remember, your pictures create the reality of the communication system between them. Meaning, if you don't want her coming near you, keep sending her a picture of her going away, not coming towards you. Now, we're not really trained in this, so that's why I'm giving you these tips. Be calm as you can. Breathe. Try to get that breath going through your belly so they recognize that you're not a threat, and make sure you have the right pictures. If you want the animal to go away, send them a mental picture of them going away. Don't keep intensifying the picture of them coming towards you and you having all this stressed out energy, because there's a much greater potential for attack. I was super impressed with how his mindset is a bit different than what it was under the duress of feeling like he could potentially be attacked by a mountain lion. So check this out.
I don't know. I don't know what I would have done in that moment. Did you ever think for a second, because obviously you're not, everyone says about a bear, you're not supposed to actually run. Did you ever have the urge to just start running?
No.
Very smart answer.
Keep my eyes on her.
Exactly.
Because if I knew where she was, she knew where I was, and hopefully we can keep our distance.
That is a really, really great response. You want to keep your distance, but here's the thing. Since animals communicate in pictures first, the first thing that you need to do is get hold of yourself, see if you can breathe into your belly, recognize that that animal doesn't really have the intention to harm you, but get as clear of a picture in your mind as you can of seeing them just walk in the other direction. It's a challenging thing to do, but if you start practicing it now, humans and animals are much more in each other's space. We've moved into their territory, right? And then we feel threatened that they might hurt us. What about what we do to them? So if we come from that mindset and we actually at least recognize they really don't have the desire to hurt me, they're probably trying to protect their kids. Let me be as calm as possible. Let me keep backing away. Let me relax my energy. Let me send them a picture. I'm not here to hurt you. Okay? More of why that cougar kept following him was because of Kyle's mindset. But let's finish watching the rest of the...
Really, she was just doing what she was supposed to do. She was protecting her baby cubs.
There you go.
So I felt like if I were going to... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so if I felt like if I did anything sooner, she probably could have felt like I was attacking her baby cubs. And I think it would have ended a lot differently.
Beautiful. That to me, after someone who could have still stayed scared and freaked out, that is one of the most rational, honest, and true statements. All she was trying to do was protect her babies. Now, you heard in the original video, the 6-minute video that Kyle did, I had a gun, I'd shoot you. Well, what if he did shoot her? What would happen to those babies? This is why we have to learn how animals actually communicate, and we have to learn to prepare ourselves in case we land up in a situation like that. With any athlete, with anybody that does anything well. How come they do it well? Because they practice it. So I would love to teach you guys how to literally actually communicate with animals the way that they actually communicate. So God forbid you're ever in a situation like this, you've already practiced it. You have better tools to know and handle how you would do it. Thank God nothing happened with Kyle. Thank God he was okay. Thank God the cougar was okay. But I think that the more that we run the risk of being in their territories, and their territories are shrinking because of what we're moving into, their territories, it would be really, really helpful for them and for us to learn the actual language of animal communication. Check out my Animal Healer, HEELER.com site, and let me teach you how to communicate with animals. So if you're ever in that situation, you know what to do.